Peace, love, and light. Peace, love, and light. One love. You already know. We back at it, folks. I want to show y'all something. I want to show y'all this craft that's cloaked in broad day. I'm going to show you a few more. Some of this is going to be reinforcement videos I did before, and some of it might be new to new subscribers. So here we go. Like I said, I'll pull my point out. You see the massive vessel that's cloaked up. Anomalies. Anomaly. We're going to zoom in right here, and I'm going to show y'all something. Now check this out. You see the face? You see the entity that's moving up into the sky? I'm going to pull down the light. Autofocus. See his eyes? See his head? You can see bumps and ridges on his skin. I'm going to hold that in tight. Let it resonate. Pull that back down. And in the grand scheme of things, we'll zoom all the way out. Right there. Massive craft. Going up into the ship. The ship is interacting with this mass right here. We're going to go over that too. Let's zoom in. Okay, let's zoom in on the entity. Wow. See the slits for eyes? See the head? That's in his face, folks. I mean, you literally see him. You can see his mouth right here. Eyes. Skull shape. Bumps and ridges on the skin. Bring that back to normal. Zoom out. And just have you take a look and let it vibrate. Zoom out some more. Still can see his eyes. Zoom out some more. That's where he is. Let's move in on the ship. Closest version we can get of it. Look at this mass. This is not even natural, folks. Let's take a look. It's on the back of the craft. Detail right here. Crazy stuff. And then the entity right there. One more time. We got one right here also. I'll zoom in on it. It's his head. See his pointed ears. Arms going either direction. Crazy looking light body. Let's pull the light back up. And I'll zoom in on him. Moving to this character. Very, very clear. Stereotypical gray looking alien, folks. Moving on to the next pick. Just remember this whole picture, y'all. See the anomalies going on around the sun. The massive vessel. Telephone pole. Cloud formation. Let's go in. Now you see the light being from the last one. He's still here. See the manifestation? He's there. Now he's in there, right there. I'm going to zoom in on it. See, this is the front of the craft right here. It's going up. Let's pull down some light. And you'll see. This is not a lens flare. This is part of whatever teleportation system this creature is using. And this is all part of it. Because I'll zoom out, hit the focus. And you'll see the crazy looking shape. Front of the ship. It's right there. See it pointed, aerodynamic. You see the structure and detail and design in the craft. Entity moving up toward the sun, coming out of the vessel. All this is moving with it. I'll zoom in tight. So you can see this is not a lens flare. This is some type of physical object. And I'll pull down the light so you can see it. That's the being right here. This is some type of apparatus. Pull it back up. Let's zoom in on the front of the craft because the detail is really popping out right here. You can see the structure in it. And just like the video I just posted, always shaped like some type of sea creature or fish. Let's pull down the light on this and get more detail. You see it, folks? Then we got strange looking face right there. I'll zoom in on it. Another gray being. See his face and his eyes. Giant head, eyes. Zoom in closer. More entities and faces. It's crazy, folks. Seeing is believing. Okay. And then we're going to pull this picture fully in perspective. And we're going to zoom in right near the telephone pole. Right here, folks. Show you the little alien gray bent over. Reinforcement video. Redoing certain stuff. Welcoming new subscribers to a world of weirdness. You see his black eyes? You see his face? Beard, crazy looking something coming off the side of his face and under his face. Here's his arm, bent, elbow bent, arm coming down, leg. His neck is extended. That's his body. I hold that in tight. See it? So easy and clear to see, folks. You see the black eyes. You see the skull-shaped head or helmet. Almost looks like the Predator. Looks like it has facial hair or some type of appendage coming from under his neck. Okay? You see the arm going up, elbow coming down, elbow bend, arm, one leg, second leg, neck extended out. That's the tiny body. It's leaning over, hiding in the fakeness and camouflage of what they call clouds. No way in the world you can have a cloud formation like this and this creature's hiding next to it. A little cloud puff on top of this big cloud puff. This is a vessel right here, cloaked in plain sight. And entities and beings are spawning up from it, as you can clearly see. There's more right there also. We'll zoom in on that. Like nothing like you ever seen before in your life. Me either. Only when I skywatch and take pictures and videos, I see entities and beings. Then I become familiar with them. over time, over constantly seeing them. And of course, everyone's seen these people or entities or beings in movies, television shows, the Predator movies. And then we're going to stay inside the mass right here to show you that this is a vessel that's cloaked in what people believe are clouds. Even at this distance, you still see the gray being with the black facial hair under his neck. Okay? We're going to stay right in here. Okay? And zoom in on some of the entities that are hiding inside of this so-called cloud. You see the insect-looking creature right here? It's black eye, face like a grasshopper, head. That's very clear to see. Some type of bug entity. I'll zoom in really, really tight on his face to see, so you can see like it has a bug eye. This is the front part of the mouth. Zoom out for perspective. There he is. Another one popping his head out right here. What they would call a gray. See him? The eyeballs don't lie, folks. When you see eyes looking back at you, you just gotta be real with yourself. That's all it is. And I'll zoom that out for perspective. And here we go. The bug being, the entities on the edge of the cloud, ship. Okay? One more time on the Predator. One more time for the Predator. Because people don't believe it, so I'm going to show it. I'm putting it in all different forms of light, so there can be no doubt for folks to see. If your vision is bad, put your glasses on. Most people have terrible vision. They don't drink enough distilled water, so their eyeballs are completely destroyed. Third eye calcified. Not over here, though. Okay, folks. Quick vid. Going to show you some more craziness. This is a oldie but a goodie. Show you the massive mothership wheel in the sky with the dome on top, the lines going through it. You can see the check marks or dots on it. Then we have smaller vessels or craft flying into it. I'll just hold that in and let it resonate. Seeing is believing, folks. You see it. Massive wheel in the sky with the black cockpit dome and intersecting lines going through it. Your typical, stereotypical UFO or disc, flying disc. Yeah. And then we go here. Then we have smaller vessels going into the wheel. I mean, you clearly can see the cockpit on that, the tail section of the wings. The front section is pointed, being aerodynamic. Other smaller vessels accompanying it. And to put it all in perspective, get a full pic. Back to the normal lighting. There you go. Small vessel entering into the giant wheel. The sun is there. I know, folks. That's a totally separate object that's reflecting light onto something that's not supposed to be there. So let's use our common sense and understand that it can't be a separate light source from the sun reflecting light onto nothingness. So understand this is a solid object there. It's common sense, folks. And I'm going to zoom in on it and show you. Yeah, that's not a second sun or anything like that. That's just a unidentified craft interacting with another unidentified craft in plain sight. Yeah. And we'll bring you, let's go here. Let's go to the extreme full pick to show you, to put it all in perspective. Pull down the light. You see the sun is there. The giant wheel is there. Anomaly. Let's go to the smaller craft that are going into the giant wheel. Let's just go right here, right fast. Just on this section. You see it? Let's go here first. That's two craft right there, folks. 1, 2. The bigger one right here. I mean, if you can't see, this looks like a fighter jet. Something's wrong. Or some type of unidentified craft. A pyramid-shaped vessel, maybe. You see it? Another one going in the bottom. Pull it out for perspective. Autofocus. Massive wheel. Smaller UFOs going into the bigger one. Okay? I'll zoom in on the disc so you can see it clearly. Pull down the light. And there we really have it. You see the lines going through it. And like I said, the sun is there. Separate anomaly. Zoom in again. And like I said, reflecting light onto a solid object. Craziness. You see the appendages going around this thing. That's the full pick. Moving on. Let's go here. Same scenario. Giant wheel. Okay. Keep pushing. And then we have the same picture. I'm just going to show you how that one light anomaly was on top of the disc or the mother wheel. It was right here, and this is the shot prior before it came and went this direction. I'm gonna give you the full pick and let it clear. There we go. Let it clear up. Then I'm gonna zoom in on this anomaly right here. See it for yourself, folks. UFO, unidentified flying object, making his own light source and appendages on top of it. Dark under the bottom. Beautiful. Let's zoom out. Show you the massive wheel again, with the smaller planes going under the bottom. That's very clear. See that? Pyramid craft, folks. Okay. Draw your attention here, where we have an entity that's teleporting. That's what this crazy line is right here and right here. It's going into the top of the dome right here. The being is right here. I'll zoom in on him. Like I said, folks, reinforcement video. Going live tomorrow with Kalai. Got a crazy UFO video. I'm waiting to debut over there. It's going to be off the hook about 9:30, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You already know. I'm trying to get you as close as possible so you can see the V-shaped collar that this entity is wearing. You see the animal faces. And this is clothing right here with the different colors. See the faces, folks. Hit the autofocus. There we go. Multiple faces. Entity right here. V collar. Crazy looking garment. Now let's zoom out so you can really see him. Going into the top of the dome right here. And if we zoom in, I'll zoom in on some of the entities that are inside of the vessel. Pull down the light. Humanoid looking being. See his eyes, he has hair, a beard, and his mouth. Very, very clear to see right there. Moving on to the next shot. See if we can get one going into the dome a slight bit clearer. Let's see. Okay. Play with the focus. Here we go. And you see the dome. That's the dome of the ship. I'll pull it out to show you for perspective. We're right here. Let's go in. Show you some of the entities that are sitting in there. See if we can get them to pop out. Yep, got a couple faces. Craziness, folks. Just wanted to bring a little quick vid to y'all for this so-called new year, the 2020. You know, just strap your seatbelts in, get ready. Spraying the skies heavy. You know, everybody's nasal, everybody's coughing. Just got to keep it clean, keep it decent, protect yourself. Get your liquid chlorophyll in, your distilled water, your lemons, your limes, your fruits, your vegetables, you know. Keep your workout going, you know, and we shall endure to the end. Peace, love, and light. I'll leave you with the alien gray that looks like the Predator. Leaning over. I'll describe him again. Mask, black eyes, arm going out, elbow bend, little body and neck extended because he's leaning over, and legs, beard. Don't worry, when they come to Earth or hell and start to do their real job, when Armageddon begins or the day of judgment down here, you'll see these entities and you'll remember Riz Muerte showed you one love.